Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man. Let's talk about Rolly posted a video, a clip of him beating on Hasim Rahman Jr. ahead of his fight with Jake Paul, but apparently Derek Chisora wants to he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. Right, Wilder been training since like yesterday. Um, and he called out Wilder, and I'm just thinking like, bruh, he said he wanted the biggest fights, Wilder, Kelnaki, which that's who he was looking to fight for this fight. But whatever reason, PBC want an extreme dollar even before they abused and used um, fighters. So he's looking to take on. He's looking to want to take on Wilder, Kanaki, or Areola, which I don't know why the Kanaki and Areola fight shouldn't happen. They don't really have nothing else to offer. That's the thing about PBC. They like the uppity, stuck up girl, but you really know she a hood rat or a bust down. But she's just trying to carry herself as an elegant, classy woman, but she a straight up cum bucket, right? Slut bucket, whatever you want to call it. That's PBC. They like to play high price with all they top five with all they bottom fighters. I was gonna say something else. When they elite fighters and everybody in between, they want to get the super duper biggest offer for them, you know. And in my opinion, you know, um, you know, they like they fight or something. So at one point they said Wilder didn't name one. They probably scraped up the money for Wilder, so it won't be a insulting offer in my Tim Smith voice. But the Al Heyman is not going to lease Wilder out to the zone, and he probably not going to break bread with Eddie Hearn over obvious reasons. Apparently, Eddie Hearn played him with the whole what was it, the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder deal, um, and so they're not gonna want Chisora to come over. PBC want to sink. They like somebody that got something to prove that's too prideful to take help, and they just want to sink on their own. They want to sink on their own. You know, that's what they want to do. Sink on their own. But they should do it. But you gotta remember, they didn't let him take on Dillian White, which apparently people think Dillian White's resume is better than his, which it ain't. Well, he did fight AJ, but it was a young AJ, but he ain't a better fighter than Deontay Wilder. Let's keep it real. He's not a better fighter than Deontay Wilder. So, but people seem to think he did. And obviously, you hate to do cross matchups. He got smashed, and Al Heyman wouldn't let him fight Deontay Wilder. Fight Dillian White. So, like I said before, man, they just a company. They're just a company that's really too prideful to work with everybody else. They sued us. Well, I just can't wait to continue to see their demise and how creative Al Heyman becomes with keeping them afloat. But this bummer gets starched by Deontay Wilder, but that don't really matter to that PBC. That don't really matter to them. They want to do in-house fights. They want to do the bare minimum in-house fights. Right? That's what they want to do. The bare minimum in-house fights. And they don't want to give you the big in-house fights, and they want to use the potential big in-house fights to leverage to get TV deals, and people is being put on the game. They never want to make these fights. It is not, and nobody can argue that with me. They can go around and say Sean Porter, Errol Spence was a big fight, but it wasn't the fight. Over there for Earl Spence, it was either Keith Thurman or Floyd Mayweather. That was the fight. You want to throw Pacquiao in there, okay, but those were the fights that he never got. So you can't nobody argue me that they a piss poor company and bad for boxing. Nobody can say they good for boxing. You're getting these fighters paid, and that's the issue in boxing. You ain't making too damn much. He said I last won a fight 3 years ago. I'm happy today, but at the same time, I'm sad. I don't have many left in me. But what I do have, I will give my all to you guys. Is there, Chisora? I don't have many left, so next couple fights, I'm on my way out. Chisora said, I don't want no easy fights. I want the hard fights. I told Eddie the other day, if he can get me the bronze bomber, I'll be happy. I want to fight everybody in my ear, win or lose. I just want to fight. He said, I need a win. He said, I needed a win. I've lost so many fights on the road, which a lot of them fights was competitive. What a great way to win it. I'm buzzing right now, but I don't understand. It feels great to be a winner. So, he also said they'd be fine with taking on Karnowski. They'd be fine with taking on um, Chris Ariola, which I don't understand why even Deontay Wilder, why those fights can't be made. But Eddie Hearn do be saying, well, I got the money. I got the money. We're going to talk about him a little later or maybe tomorrow. I got the money. I got the money. I got the money. I got the money. And then he found out the little money he got ain't big enough. The bag ain't good enough. And that's just what it is. So, at the end of the day, give it to him. Wilder is a good little lick. If they give you, 5 to 10, cool. If not, make a counter offer for him to come to America. They're going to feed Hellenius or they plan on doing Ruiz on the way back or something even like that. But at this point, who cares? We don't know what Wilder got left. He should try to want to fight somebody like this. So, but I really ain't got no issue with it. Do it. But Wilder at this point, he's too prideful to go over to the UK. All right, we all can establish that. We know they do all in-house fights. So hold your breath. PBC wanna be in command. That's what they want to be. They want to be in command. They want to be in control. Control. Even though they're sinking ship, and I'm enjoying watching them sink. And that's my honest opinion. That's my honest opinion about it. But that's it. But let's move on. So apparently, Rolly posted this after the Hasim Rahman Jr. versus Jake Paul fight was announced. Fury fell out. So apparently, Rolly posted this. I guess that's Rolly right there. That's Salas Boxing. I don't know how long ago this was. He look a lot. If that's really Rolly, he look a lot better in the gym. I've been telling y'all that was the word. He actually looked like he know what he's doing. Weaving his head, moving, getting out of there, slipping. They say he looked like a real boxer in the gym. Just when the lights come on, he looked like he usually he looks a lot better in his last fight when he got knocked out. But he said that's him beating up Hasim Rahman Jr. That's what he's saying in the Twitter handle he put up there. He looked damn good right there though. I don't know if Rahman was a kid, a baby, whatever, but if Jake Paul picked him as a replacement, and this ain't he got a USA boxing on, so he still might have been amateur here. But if Jake Paul picked Hasim Rahman Jr. right? If he picked him to fight to face next on a short and late replacement, that's all you need to know. He's coming off a knockout. You know, he's a real boxer, but he coming off a knockout. For getting knocked out in April. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Fury, you know, too much better than him. I mean, Tyson Fury too much better than him, but I have no interest in this fight. None. I have no interest in this fight. You know, and I'm just being honest. None. None. You know, and you know, guys, now Showtime. Well, PBC got a fight. You know, with Jake Paul for fight dates when when guys like I didn't know Logan was that much bigger than Jake Paul. But you know, when guys like Keith Thurman say they want to come back and they can't get a date for Keith Thurman, but they can find a date for Jake Paul, and Jake Paul can get all the dates and all that type of stuff. I mean, for these clown shows. And their clown shows ain't even doing no good numbers. But they obligated to follow through with his deal. But then again, people turn around and say PBC shows ain't doing no good numbers. So, like I said before, you know, PBC, Bob Arum for years not wanting to work with nobody. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get. You know, but yeah, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Yeah, other than that, man, hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and much, much more. One time, peace. Let me know in the comment section.